stretching out the legs. We're going to start nice and slow and then build into a little bit of a flow and get some energy flowing. So hopefully you're ready. We're going to begin seated on our mats though, so coming down to a comfortable position for you. Perhaps crossing your legs, maybe sitting, kneeling if that's preferable. And wherever you are, I invite you to close down your eyes or just lower your gaze. And as you arrive here, perhaps taking a couple of nice big breaths. In through the nose, big sigh out through the mouth. Arriving here in a non-judgmental way, accepting you as you are now. And trying to put behind us things that may have happened already today in your shift. Or thinking about things that have to come. Encouraging our mind to be present with us as we move through this practice. And using your breath to encourage your mind to quieten and to stay here with you. Your awareness coming to the rise and fall of your chest. Being conscious of every breath you're taking. Encouraging some softness into the face. Releasing the furrow in your brow if you can. Softening around the eyes. Releasing any tension or clenching you might have in your jaw. We're going to do a little breathing exercise, which is quite useful for at the moment. It's certainly warm up here in Scotland. Even warmer if you're down south. So if you're feeling a little bit muggy, a little bit flustered, this is quite a nice breathing technique that you can bring with you when you're on shift or when you're just around the house. It's called cooling breath. So we're going to inhale through our nose, and to exhale we're going to have our lips slightly pursed. So I want you to imagine that you're blowing through a straw. So it's quite a slow, gentle breath, but we're just going to allow it to release through the lips slowly. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling, gently releasing through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, slowly releasing. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhaling. One more time. Return to your normal breath. And then gently bringing some movement back into the fingers and toes, allowing your eyes to open if they've been closed. We're going to begin lying down on our mat. So come over onto your back and bring your knees in towards your chest. We're going to hug them in nice and tight. And perhaps a little gentle rock side to side into the low back might feel nice. Releasing any tension that you've got in the low back. And then inhaling, I want you to push your feet up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into happy baby pose. So we're going to have a nice bend into our knees, and we've got the heels pointing up towards the sky. So you can grab hold of the toes, the feet, the ankles, or anywhere onto that lower part of the leg. We're going to hold here in our happy baby. So you can play around with moving your feet closer together or wider apart. The target area, or where you want to feel stretch here, is into the inner thighs, into the hips, the groin area. So hold it here for a few breaths, noticing how it changes if you push your heels out, if you point your toes. Encouraging the back, the low back, to stay on the mat if you can. So if you're having to bring your feet really close towards you so that your back's rising up, just allow your connection to be somewhere else on the legs. It doesn't have to be on the feet. Breathing here. Now we're going to inhale. I want you to extend through your right leg, but keep your left leg bent. Exhale, bend the right leg. Inhale, extend the left. Exhale, bend the left leg in. Inhale, rise the right one out. So we're moving between extension and bending in our happy baby. So keep that going. Getting a nice stretch into the hamstrings as we extend our leg, that foot pointing up towards the ceiling. Lowering down and then switching sides. Do one more each side. And then allow both feet to come onto the mat. We're keeping a bend into our legs. Bring your right ankle to rest on the left thigh. Take an inhale here. Exhale, push your right hand onto that knee. Gently allow that knee to push away from you. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale again. Exhale. One more time. Inhaling. Exhale. This time, inhale, release the right hand. Bring it through the gap in your legs. We're going to thread through. Bring your hands together at the back of that left thigh and gently bring the knees in towards the chest. So we're coming in to a nice stretch here, where the target area of the stretch is that outer portion of the right thigh into the glutes. So we're squeezing the knees in towards us, holding that figure 4 pose in towards the chest. So breathing here, spending 5 breaths in this pose. With every exhale, seeing if you can encourage softness into the hips, into the thighs. Feeling that stretch deep into the legs. Taking one final breath here, inhaling. Exhaling, releasing your hands, dropping the left foot onto the floor. Now we're going to gently allow the right knee to drop down towards the left side as we move into a twist. So allowing the right knee over towards the left, extend your arms out, look away from the bent legs. So we're feeling a nice twist into the lower back and into the spine. 5 breaths here. Final breath. Inhaling, slowly allowing your knees to rise up, releasing the right foot down towards the floor. This time we inhale, the left foot rises, comes towards the right thigh. Exhale, left hand onto the knee, we push it away. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling again. Exhale, release. One more time. This time, inhale, release the left hand. We rise the foot off, we thread our hands through, we join the hands behind that right thigh, gently encouraging those knees in towards our chest. Feeling that stretch into the left outer thigh now. Spending 5 breaths here. Final breath. And then slowly release the hands, allow the right foot back onto the mat. Inhaling, that left knee now comes all the way over towards the right. We're beginning to twist towards the other side. Knee comes down towards the floor. Extend your arms out and look away from the bent knee. Twisting into the spine. 5 breaths here. Final breath. Inhale, slowly allow that left knee to rise back up. Drop the foot down towards the floor. Bringing the knees into the chest one final time. Last little squeeze here, maybe a little rock side to side. And then gently begin to rock forward and back on the spine. Maybe taking a few before you make your way up to seated position. We're on our bums. Extending our legs out in front of us now. So pushing through our hands and keeping our spine nice and straight. I want you to imagine there's a little bit of string coming out the top of your head and someone's pulling it. So they're pulling us up. We're pulling ourselves out the hips. Our back's nice and straight. Our neck is straight. Lovely posture. Inhale here. Exhale. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and slowly start to fold yourself forward. So focusing on each vertebrae folding forward one at a time. Head comes down towards our knees. Inhale, rise it back up. Focusing on the vertebrae, the spine stacking first. Head and neck last thing to come up. Inhaling. Exhale, tucking the chin, folding ourselves forward. This time bring the hands into it. So slide the hands down the side of the mat. Folded forward. Inhale, rising back up. Hands come back in. Exhale, tuck the chin. Fold yourself forward. Hands coming down. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling back up. Exhaling, folding forward. This time staying down in our forward fold. Taking a breath here.
And then bring your right hand over onto the outside of the left ankle or anywhere on the left shin. Bring your left hand around about your hip. I want you to twist round, so using that right hand against the leg, pushing round, seeing if you can look over that left shoulder. Staying here in a folded twist. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Can you twist round any more? One more breath. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back to our folded forward position. Exhale here. Inhale, left hand onto the outside of the right thigh. Right hand around about our hip on the floor. Inhaling. Exhale, pushing against the foot, pushing against the hand, twisting round. Inhaling. Exhaling. Twisting a little bit more each exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. Inhale, release your twist. Come back to our forward fold position. Exhale, bring yourself back up to where we started. Come over onto your hands and knees now, into our tabletop position. So inhale, extend your right foot behind you. Come onto the toe. And then start to forward back motion. So coming forward of the wrists with your shoulders, and then pushing all the way back, that heel pushing back. So maybe inhaling forward, exhaling back. And this is a lovely stretch for the back of the legs. So if you've got tight calves, this is a really good one. So you might want to stay for a moment, pushing the heel back, feeling that nice stretch in the calf, or just keep moving forward and back, mobilizing into the ankle. Giving the toes a wee stretch as well. Sometimes we forget about them. One more inhale forward. Exhale back. This time inhale, walk that foot all the way out towards the right side. So bring it around about in line with your hip if you can. And then again, we're going to do that motion. So we're inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, dropping back. See if you can bring the bum down towards the heel. Toes might come off the floor, your foot might be on the floor the whole time. Inhaling, rising up, coming forward. Exhaling, pushing back. If you don't go all the way down to the bum, that's totally fine. Just move within your range of motion. So we're stretching the inner part of the leg now. We're also working into mobilizing those hip joints. One more forward. Last time back. Inhaling, coming back to center. Our leg is still out to the side. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So inhaling, drop your stomach, drop your chest down towards the floor. Rise your chin up. See if you can move your tailbone ever so slightly to rise up behind you. And then exhale, round through the shoulders. Tuck your chin in. Bring that tailbone under, so tuck your bum right under. Inhale, dropping the chest, lifting the chin, lifting the tailbone ever so slightly. It's hard in this position. Exhale, rounding through, tucking the chin, tucking the bum. One more, inhaling. Exhale to round. Dropping back to our neutral tabletop. Bring that leg back in. Knee comes onto the floor once more. This time, inhale, left leg comes behind us. We move through the same on the other side. So starting that forward back motion, maybe inhaling forward, exhaling, pushing back. Again, you can pause with the foot back if it feels nice, or keep moving through. Last time, inhale forward, exhale back. This time, bring the left leg out towards the side. And we move to that position once more. So moving forward, exhaling, coming back. See if you can bring the foot towards the bum. Inhaling, rising up. Exhale to drop. You might notice one side is more open than the other. So just going with how it feels for you. Equally, if one side is less open, don't try and force it to do what the other side did because you expect that's what you should be able to do. Listening to your body. Bringing one more forward. One more back. Rising up. Back into our neutral tabletop. This time, doing our cat-cows again. So inhaling, dropping the stomach, dropping the chest, lifting the chin, lifting the tailbone ever so slightly. Exhale, pushing away, rounding, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, dropping it down, rising the chin. Exhale, rounding through. One more, inhaling, dropping it down. Exhaling, pushing up, rounding through. Come back to your neutral tabletop. Bring that knee back in to meet the other one. Tuck your toes and start to rise your bum up. We're going to come into our first down dog now. So I want you to keep a nice big bend into the legs as we arrive here. Focusing on having a nice stable hand positioning. So you want most of the weight to be between the thumb and the forefinger. Having a nice heavy base there. Gently start to pedal out between each leg. So bending into one, extending the other. Ankles or feet don't have to touch the floor in down dog. So if your ankles or heels are always off the floor, that's totally fine. Bringing yourself to stillness here. We're going to inhale, rise our left hand. I want you to stretch back, touch your right leg, your ankle, wherever you are, and look under that right armpit. Spend a breath here. And then your next inhale, release the hand back onto the floor. Exhaling. This time, inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, stretch it back. Touch the left foot, left ankle, left leg. Look under that left armpit, twisting round. Spend a breath here. Inhale, release the arm back down. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring all the way back, touching the right ankle. Twisting round under the armpit. Nice stretch all at the back of that leg. Inhale to release it down. Exhale. Inhale. Right hand lifts. Stretch it back as you exhale towards the left. Twisting round. Breathing here. And then releasing the hand back onto the floor. This time we're going to inhale, rise up onto our toes. And I want you to wave yourself forward into a plank position. Drop your hips down. And then drop your knees to the mat. Bend into the elbows, lower yourself down towards the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend, our cobra pose. Exhale, pushing back, we meet in down dog. One big breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then inhale, rise up onto the toes once more. We float ourselves forward, coming into plank, pausing for a moment, then we drop the knees, We bend into the elbows, we lower ourselves down.
Inhale into our cobra.
Exhale, tucking the toes, pushing back, down dog. One big breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Final time, inhaling onto the toes. Bring yourself forward into plank, pausing here. Option to stay off the knees or drop the knees as before. Otherwise, coming through chaturanga. So bending into the elbows, lowering down. Pausing.
Inhaling to rise up. Up dog or cobra.
Exhale, pushing back, down dog. 3 cleansing breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Your next inhale, rise the right foot up behind you. Bend the knee, step it through. Drop the back leg onto the floor. So our back knee is down, our front knee is bent. Inhale, rise your right arm up, twist round towards the right. Exhale to lower it down. 3 times. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower it down. One more time. Inhale, rising up, twisting. Exhale, lowering it down. This time, heel toe that right foot all the way to the edge of the mat. Push your right hand in towards the knee and twist yourself round. Look over that right shoulder. 3 breaths here. Inhale, come back towards center. Allow that foot this time to heel toe all the way over, this time towards the other side of the mat. And we're going to drop the knee down onto the mat. We're coming into a pigeon pose. So your front leg can be parallel to the top of the mat. Mine doesn't like to go that way, so I have it more of a diagonal. And we're coming upright onto that left thigh, and we're staying here in pigeon pose. So we're getting a nice stretch into the right side of the thigh and using your fingers to help you stay upright. We're going to spend 5 breaths here. So inhaling and exhaling here for 5 breaths. Again, with each exhale, can we encourage softness? See if you can turn off that glute if it's switched on. Releasing into this stretch. Final breath. This time inhaling, bringing hands onto the floor. Tuck the back toe. Exhale, we're going to push into the hands. We're going to lift our hips up and we're going to bring the right foot all the way up and behind us. We're going to drop it down. We're going to inhale onto the toes. We bring ourselves forward into that plank position once more, coming down towards the mat. Onto the knees if you want. Inhaling up, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, pushing back, down dog. 3 cleansing breaths. This time, inhale, left leg rises up behind us. Bending into the knee, we exhale, we step it through. Drop the back knee onto the floor. Inhale, left hand lifts up, we look round towards the left. Drop it back down. Inhaling, twisting. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lowering down. This time, heel toe that left foot all the way towards the left edge of the mat. Left hand pushes into that left knee, twisting round. 3 breaths. Inner twist. Inhale, back towards the middle. This time, heel toe that foot all the way over to the right side. We're coming into pigeon again on the other side. Dropping the knee down onto the floor and coming to rest on that right thigh. Keeping ourselves upright. Adjusting the front leg as you need to feel that nice stretch all the way into that left bum, left outer thigh. Fingers on the floor can help you push in, keeping you upright. 5 breaths here. One more breath. Inhaling, bring the hands onto the floor, tucking the back toes. Exhale, push the hips, lift up, lift that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, onto the toes, we come forward into our plank position once more. And then exhale, bring it down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, back to that down dog. 3 cleansing breaths. Inhaling, lifting the right foot behind us once more. Bend into the knee, stepping it through. This time, we're going to keep our back knee off the floor. However, if you want, you can drop it back down and do what we did before. Otherwise, our back knee is lifted. We're still folded forward in this low runner's lunge. We're going to inhale, rise our right arm up, twist round towards the right. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, up and twist. Exhale, release it down. One more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Heel toe the right foot towards the edge of the mat. Bring that right hand onto the knee. Push the knee away, twist round. Look over the right shoulder. 3 breaths here. Inhale, coming back towards the middle. Heel toe the foot towards the middle of the mat now. Drop your right hand down. This time I want you to step your left foot in about a foot or so. Extend through your front leg. So the front leg is now straight. I want you to push the bum back. We're coming into this pyramid pose. So legs are straight. And we're going to inhale, looking forward. And we're going to exhale, bring a bend to the elbows and see if you can bring that chest down towards the leg. Inhaling, pushing through the fingers, rising up, looking forward, and then exhaling, releasing, folding forward. One more. Inhaling, rising up. Exhale, releasing, folding forward. Now this time we're going to inhale. I want you to walk your fingers a little bit forward of that foot and slowly start to bring your weight into your front foot only. So as you do that, you'll notice your back toe becomes lighter. Maybe it releases off the floor. You can keep it on the mat if you like. But we're going to come into a warrior 3 pose, a little bit of fun. So I want you to inhale here. Exhale, start to push through that front leg to straighten. The back leg maybe lifts off. And then maybe you can release your hands. They can come into a prayer position in front of you. Maybe they're right behind you like you're flying. In our warrior 3 position. So finding a little spot to focus on. It's all about fun, so just embracing any little wobbles, spending another couple of breaths here. One more breath, inhaling. Exhaling, slowly allow the foot to come back onto the floor. Hands come down. Step that right foot back to meet the left. We're in our plank position. Either coming onto your knees or bending down chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 cleansing breaths. This time, inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, bend into the knee, step it forward. Option again to drop the back knee or stay lifted. Inhale, left hand rises, twist round. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, rise and twist. Exhale, drop it down. One more. Inhaling up. Exhaling, bringing it down. This time, heel toe the left foot towards the left side of the mat. Left hand against that knee, push it away, twist round over the left shoulder. 3 breaths. Inhaling, coming back round towards the middle, heel toe the foot in towards the centre of the mat. This time we're straightening through the front leg. We step the back foot in a foot or so, coming into our pyramid pose. So both legs are straight, or maybe a little bend if you've got quite tight hamstrings. Inhaling, pushing through those fingertips, looking forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, allow yourself to fold forward towards the leg. Inhale, pushing up, looking forward. Exhaling, releasing down. One more, inhaling, looking forward. Exhale, releasing down. This time, inhaling, walking the hands a little bit forward of that front foot. Exhale, bring the weight into the front foot. The back foot maybe rises off the floor. Straightening into the front leg, maybe your fingertips can release from the mat. Hands can become in a little prayer position. Or maybe you bring them behind you. Seeing if you can come straight into the front leg, rise yourself up. Leg doesn't have to be very high off the floor behind you, even just an inch or so, or your toe can be on the mat. Embracing wobbles, finding something to look at that's not moving. Couple more breaths. Final inhale. Exhale, slowly dropping that toe back down. Hands come onto the floor. We step our left foot back to meet that right foot in our plank position once more. Coming down. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. 3 cleansing breaths. Okay, inhaling, rising the right foot up behind us once more, bending into that knee, stepping it through. Inhale, rise the right arm up, you twist round. Exhale, release. This time, heel toe the right foot towards that side of the mat, pushing in, twisting round. 1 breath. Inhale, back towards the middle, heel toe the foot towards the middle of the mat. Push into the front leg, extending, stepping that back foot forward slightly. Inhaling here. Exhale, fold yourself forward in our pyramid pose. Inhale, rising yourself up, that weight coming into the front leg, front foot. Back foot rises off the floor. Maybe your hands release, looking forward. Now, a little challenge. From this position, I want you to start to slowly bend the left leg, and at the same time we're going to bring it forward. I want you to push into the right leg to come to standing. Seeing if you can do so with that left leg lifted the whole way. We're going to do a little tree pose. So bring yourself to standing position. If you wobble and fall, it's absolutely fine. Come back into it. So inhaling here. And then exhaling, bringing your foot to rest on the right leg. So it could be at the ankle, so your toe could be on the floor. It can maybe be here. Or it could be even higher up, around about the knee, maybe into the thigh. If you've got leggings on, it can sometimes be a little bit slippy. So finding a position that you're going to start with in our tree pose. And we're going to stay here. So inhaling, hands can be here, they can be down, they could be up. Whatever helps you stay in the pose. So again, finding something to focus on. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose or through the mouth.
Focusing on that foot on the floor as our nice stable base. But as trees in a forest on a windy day, we might be a little bit wobbly. It's totally fine. It's all about challenging yourself, challenging your body, what it can do. So good. Okay, one more breath in. Exhale. This time, I want you to release that left foot from your right leg. But I want you to keep it lifted and bring it across so that left ankle is going to come onto the right thigh in a figure 4, but we're standing up. Then exhale, push back and sit down in a little squat, a little standing one leg squat here. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm challenging a lot today. Must be the sun, I'm feeling energized. One more. Exhale, okay. Pushing through that right foot, come back up to standing. Release the left leg down. We're standing in mountain pose now. We're going to inhale, rise our arms up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, push the hands into our half lift, looking forward. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Jump or step back. We're in our plank. Bend your knees if you like, or bend into the elbows. We come down towards the floor. Inhale up, up dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing back, down dog. 3 cleansing breaths. Then inhale, left leg rises up. Bending into the knee, we exhale, stepping it through. Inhale, twist round to the left. Left arm rises up. Exhale, lower it down. Heel toe, left foot towards the left side of the mat. Left hand to left knee, pushing round. One breath here. Inhale, twist back towards the front. Heel toe the foot now towards the middle of the mat. Hands frame it. Extend through the front leg. Step your back foot in slightly, come into our pyramid pose, inhaling, exhaling, folding forward. Next inhale, hands come slightly forward to the foot, push into the foot, back toe rises off the floor. Maybe the hands do as well. Breathing all the time helps our focus, helps our concentration. Inhale, slowly bending into the right leg, bringing it through towards the top of the mat, at the same time pushing through the left leg to come to standing position. Coming into that tree pose once more. So toe can be on the floor, ankle against the low portion of the leg, or could be slightly higher up. Choose your tree pose position. Hands can be where they need to be to keep you here. But once again, we're embracing wobbles. Don't look at me because I'll make you fall over. Couple more breaths. So good. One more breath. And then inhaling, releasing the right foot from that left leg. We're going to bring the right ankle onto the left thigh and slowly start to drop down into that squat. Pushing the bum down, bending through the left leg. 2 breaths here. One more. Inhaling, rising up. Releasing the right leg down onto the floor. Come back to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Half lift. Exhale, jump, step back, plank position. And then exhale, come down, chaturanga, onto the knees. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. And then exhale, push back, down dog. 3 big cleansing breaths here.
And then slowly bring your knees down towards the mat. Come over onto your left side. Allow your legs to come out in front of you. Last wee bit here. Feet on the floor, nice bend into the legs. Bring your arms extended out. And I want you just to drop your torso back. So you're coming to balance on your sit bones or just on your bum in boat pose. So you could stay here. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can lift your legs up. Really challenging is extending them out. I'll stay here. So inhaling here, we're going to slowly release towards the mat, but we're going to do so slowly within a count of 5. So 5, beginning to slowly release down. 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to the floor. Come into our Shavasana pose now, our final resting pose. So it's quite nice to lie here, perhaps feeling the cool mat against your skin. Hands might be open, facing up, in a sign of encouragement, positivity, taking the warmth, the energy around you into you. Noticing maybe your heartbeat a little bit lifted. Bring your breath back under control. Maybe some deep breathing here. And a couple of minutes of stillness and silence. And then slowly begin to notice noises around you, bringing yourself back into the real world. Maybe wiggling your toes or fingers. Perhaps a big stretch might feel nice, stretching the arms out, stretching the toes. And then slowly, taking your time, gently bring yourself back up to seated position. We meet where we started. Keeping your eyes closed or your gaze low. Inhaling, bringing your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. Exhaling, a big sigh out as you drop the shoulders down. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Pause for a moment to feel gratitude towards yourself for taking some time out to slow down and stretch. Smile. Be happy. And I'll see you again soon. Namaste.